Hallo mensen, welkom terug bij een nieuwe video van Kingdom Come Deliverance. Ik voel me net zoals mijn karakter, ik had gisteren een feest, dus weet je nog de hangover. Maar ik ben op zich wel fijn. Je moet niet mixen mensen, je moet niet mixen. Ik heb echt eventjes geen idee wat ik ook weer moet doen.
If any of the guests get sick of it, you're lying to me and you've been getting drunk or playing dice the whole time. Henry, I just saw Yurko, and I think he's pretty soused. I thought you were supposed to watch him.
It's better this way, believe me. A wise man once told me a sober Moravian is far more trouble than a drunk one.
That sounds like Yurko talking.
Indeed. And he ought to know about Moravians.
Oh, to hell with it. I have to admit Yurko seemed a little less surly right away. If only he didn't have to sing. Well, I suppose you can't have everything.
The beggars are gone. They won't embarrass you anymore.
Well, I'm happy to hear that. I just hope Cook doesn't give me a hard time about it.
I managed in the end and got the food elsewhere.
Ah, that's good. You know, she's a good cook, but she can also be a real thorn in my side. Well, since you've served me well, I'll introduce you to Lord von Berghoff when he arrives. If you're still interested, that is.
I certainly am. I'd be honored.
I'll just introduce you to him, nothing more. Lord von Berghoff is a distinguished nobleman, and as such, and don't be offended now, he's not that interested in commoners.
I don't mind. What matters is that I finally get to meet him. Lord Semine, what will happen with that robber from Apollonia now that we've captured him?
You mean Gules? You might find it hard to believe, Henry, but the man is of noble birth. That means I can't simply lock him up or, God forbid, execute him. So I took him into my service.
Was that wise, sir? Are you certain you can trust him?
No. That's why he has to prove himself.
How?
It looks like we didn't wipe out all the bandits who were pillaging with him. So his first task will be to take care of what's left of his own band.
Where's Lord von Berghoff? Why hasn't he arrived yet?
I don't know. I asked the Chamberlain, but he couldn't tell me much either, though he said he expected him to arrive soon.
I hope he's right.
I hope so too. He promised me he'd come to my son's wedding. I don't think he'd dishonor me like this.
Yes? But what do you need?
You're a little nervous, aren't you?
Not at all.
That's a lovely yellow attire you're wearing. You're exactly the kind of fella I'm looking for. Do you know Radovan? The blacksmith from Takhov?
I don't.
You don't?
It's not
The devil.
Yeah. Stop it.
Don't.
I might...
All right.
Please.
Thank you, lad. I haven't seen Dubravka this happy in a long time.
You're welcome.
Never know with you. He's got his arse kicked. I saw it with my own eyes. Huh? That's right. First class sort of work. Would you like to see it? No, thanks. Well, there's something I'd like to ask you.
What if I have to go again?
Hey, innkeeper.
Cheese? Maybe I'm gonna have a slice of pig.
I'm sorry.
That roast.
My husband said
Zullen mensen mijn monitor als je vies? Ik weet niet wat het is. Het wordt elke keer knijtergod als een neet en ik kom niet achter hoezo. Ik heb niet maar gewoon een doekje naast me liggen.
Day in, day out. Especially if I'm
Because you won't live in peace.
Ah, here it is. But who threw it in here, I'd like to know.
I had nothing to do with that.
Oh, it must have been something.
Bloody hell.
You won't give up on them. Do you really enjoy it?
Well, it's time.
Such a fine wedding, too, you know.
Ik moest even een video opzoeken van waar dat ding lag.
This spot. But since when? You do nothing but.
I found your sword.
Thank God, Henry. I was afraid I'd have to look for a job in another county. Who stole it?
Actually, I don't know. I fished it out of the pond. It was lying in the shallows, just like that.
In the water? Damn. I hope nothing happened to it. The last thing I need is for old Semine to think I botched up the wedding present. You got it to me just in time. The ceremony is about to start.
So Lord von Burgov has arrived?
Not yet, but the father is in a hurry to have his son married. I think the lad's a little scared. I'm not surprised. I had to get drunk as a lord before my wedding.
I didn't think they'd start the ceremony without Lord von Burgov.
He'll show up, don't worry. Something just held him up, you know. Lordly business.
Where on earth is he? We've been waiting for hours. I sent someone to look for him.
Master Chamberlain, how's it looking? When's Sir Otto coming?
I wish I knew, sir. His party should have been here long ago.
What?
I've sent someone to look for them, but there's no sign of them. It's regrettable, but we'd better start without him.
Let's get started, Father.
Damn it.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here to witness the sacred union of Agnes and Alda. I ask you before God and His holy church to make your holy vow of matrimony, love, honor, and fidelity. Do you so swear until death do you part?
I do.
I do.
I now pronounce you man and wife. You may kiss the bride.
Right back where we started.
I do look good.
Von Bergov's not coming, so why stay here? I'll congratulate the newlyweds and go.
Zo, het is nu opeens heel donker en ik heb best wel goede zon in mijn kamer, dus ik zie helemaal niks.
God,
I haven't got this till I see my brother's wedding.
If you're my friend, you'll have a...
Have you seen your sister and young Lord Semin? I want to give them my best wishes for their marriage.
I think I saw them going into the cellar. Their marriage has lasted barely half a day, and they already can't handle it sober.
Can't be that bad, surely.
If I had old Samin for a father-in-law, I wouldn't stay sober either. God be with you, and have a pleasant meal.
Where's my gas?
Nothing stops these yokels.
Go and find out somewhere else and stop.
Get a hold of yourself.
You'll have a drink. It will be the...
Sorry. Ik ga dit ook maar opzoeken hoor.
I said no, Wojtek. This way. Once remember.
Hier is de cellar.
Do this to me. What are you doing here? Who are you?
I'm Henry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare you. I was hoping to find you both here. Sir Older as well. Come now, dry your tears. What's the matter, eh?
It's Older.
Did he...
No. He just disappeared. Left practically right from the altar.
But why? You two look so happy.
I was hoping he'd stay at home more after we were married. Instead of always riding off somewhere. What a silly goose I am.
Ik voel een sidequest.
What was so urgent that it couldn't wait until morning?
I don't know. He didn't tell me, but he often rides off in a hurry.
Didn't he at least tell you when he'd be back?
No. Sometimes he comes back in the evening. Sometimes he's gone for days. He doesn't want to talk about it at all.
Don't worry. He'll be back soon. Nobody would leave a pretty girl like you alone for long.
He couldn't care less about me. His father arranged the marriage mainly for the money they're getting from my pa.
Oh, come now. Look at yourself. I've never seen a prettier bride in my life. You're turning all the heads today. They all envy Alder. And he knows it. And it pleases him.
I don't even know if he noticed. Even during the ceremony, it was like he was looking right past me. Oh well, I've already cried buckets. I could use a drink. How about you?
That doesn't sound like a good idea. A bride is supposed to be chaste, fragile, pure.
And the groom is supposed to at least be present, for God's sake. And where is he? So, Are we drinking or not?
Oh, shouldn't you slow down? The night is still young. Maybe Older will come back and you'll have... duties.
Mother said all a girl has to do is lie down and hold on. I can do that drunk. Let Older do all the work.
Wow.
Where is the booze? Oh, fucking hell! It's you again! Oh, fight! Fuck off me! You wanna fuck the bride, huh? Hypocrite!
What are you doing, you drunken fool?
Someone's been coveting the neighbour's wife, eh?
Bollocks!
I'm not going to blame you. You might have waited until this all went home.
Let's be having you! Let's be having you!
Hans.
You're a dead man!
Yeah! What are those fancy moves, for fuck's sake?
Let him have it!
Hey! Get him!
Stop beat shit!
Good!
Fucking hell! But he's still standing!
I've been waiting for you.
Let him have it! Bloody punk fucker!
Welcome home, quickly.
Get me! Nice hit!
Once more, and we can go home.
You're gonna fuck with us?
Yeah! Don't spare him! Bad luck!
Nice!
Ik heb geen idee wie je moet treffen.
Nice hit!
Quickly, for the love of God, sort out this rabble before they turn everything into firewood!
Wat de fuck ook. $14-3. Wie de fuck is dat?
Oh, cursed luck. Well. Distinguished guests.
For the love of God. Does it have to be him?
Trust me, friend.
Oh, thank you, Jesus.
We need to have a word with you.
Would your graces care to sit?
I think not.
What brings you to my humble rectory, gentlemen?
Are you all packed, Godwin? I heard you got kicked out of your humble rectory.
So who do I owe that to? You wouldn't have had anything to do with this, would you, Hanush?
You've no one to thank for that but yourself, Godwin. If you hadn't been living like an animal, you wouldn't be regretting it now.
You're wrong, though. I don't regret anything.
And I trust you won't regret hearing us out now. We have a secret mission for you.
I'm all ears, Sir Radzik.
Do you know about Lord Capon's mission?
I don't know. Should I?
A few days ago, we sent him with a message for Sir Otto von Berghoff to his castle Trotsky.
A few days ago, you see. Well, Trotsky isn't that far away. Shouldn't he be back by now?
He should. But he's not.
And now you want me to find out why he's not here yet.
That's right. You'll go to Trotsky and see if anything's happened to him.
Why me?
Honestly, I'd like to know that too, Radzik. Why this fellow?
He has experience like few others. You know that, Hanush. And not just in combat. Although he might not look like it at the moment, he is from a noble family, so he knows how to deal with nobility.
What? You're saying this scoundrel in a cassock is blue-blooded?
It's true. And he also understands the common people. Since we don't know what's holding Capon up, we need someone who can deal with whoever he comes across.
I hope you're right. So what do you say, Godwin?
How could I say no after such words of praise?
Well, that went better than I expected.
Oh, don't get ahead of yourself. I won't rest until my nephew is safely back in Perkstein.
When should I go?
Right away.
Fuck! Did they have to lock us up in here of all places? I have a feeling these walls are moving. The cell is getting smaller and smaller. Can you hear me? Let me out! Hey! Hear me!
Oh, give it a rest. No one's come in.
I feel like we're going to be crushed here.
Don't worry, we won't. Any crushing will be done later by the executioner.
Oh, what a relief to hear that. Listen here, Henry. I wanted to say, well, that I'm glad to see you again. Henry?
Oh, sounds like the great Sir Hans Capon is getting ready to apologise. But why?
Well, because I'm just sorry, I suppose. Nevertheless, Henry, I wanted to say that, well, you were right. I behaved badly. Awfully.
All right. I accept your apology. All water under the bridge, eh? Old pal.
Thanks. So, what were you getting up to the whole time, anyway?
I was working in the blacksmith's forge in Takov.
Oh, well, lucky for you, you have a trade you could work at.
Sort of. Most of the time I was actually chasing after lost carts or scrambling over the rocks looking for hermits.
Well, at least you weren't bored, eh?
What about you?
I also stuck to what I'm best at.
What, boozing and whoring?
Ha-fucking-ha. Hunting.
Where did you get the gear for that? We arrived in Troskowitz like a pair of beggars.
By using the old noggin, pal. I pulled a strong thread out of those rags I had on, made a snare for game, And before you could say jackrabbit, I was hawking half a dozen hares around the local cottages.
Weren't you worried about the local gamekeeper?
That nitwit! I found out he was fond of the booze, so I snooped around his lodge, and when sleeping it off, I went hunting. Once, I even went into his shed and, borrowed a bow and a quiver full of arrows.
Thieving, too, to top it all. Christ!
Oh, give over. Once things are sorted out, I'll give it all back. Shh, quiet! There's something going on outside the door.
Have you seen Captain Thomas? Yarrick says he's in a bad way.
He's right. Them fuckers cut him up good.
Last I heard from Father Nicodemus, though, was that his wounds are healing.
Aye. Only he's been struck down by a fever. And the Sawbones is away with Sir Otto.
Good God.
Captain Thomas! Yes! He met us before we reached the pond, didn't he? We showed him our letter.
But he's in a fever. You heard them.
Oh, we'll deal with that somehow. Hey!
Leave it be.
Hey! Open up, you rabble! We're messengers from Ratai. Your captain can confirm it. Do you hear?
Again?
Those damned fools won't give us any peace.
Come on, fellas! Be reasonable! We're envoys of the Lord of Lipa!
It's about time. Just you wait till Lord von Berghoff hears how you treat a noble. You, come with me to the courtyard. Chamberlain says we ain't gonna waste bread on you for nothing. We've got a job for you. What about me? I want to talk to the captain right now. You want to talk to God, fella. You're getting the gallows for poaching. What?
You can't hang a nobleman.
Jesus, wait! Hear that? That bell's tolling for you, mate. 12 more times, and the priest will come for you. Hans! But you can't!
Hans, don't worry, I'll fix it!
Move it!
I'm a nobleman! Do you hear me? I'm a noble!
I'm Sir Hans Capon of Bergstein.
So, if you want to get out of here, you'll have to make amends and work off your debt. For a start, you can carry all the charcoal from this wagon up to the store.
Wait, though. What's going to happen with Capon?
With that madman? He was poaching, so he'll swing.
But he really is a noble.
Ain't you a bit old for fairy tales, son? Once the bell tolls for the 12th time, it won't matter a damn who he used to be anyway. If you want to do something for him, pray. And best pretend you don't know him.
Your Captain Thomas can testify that we're envoys from Ratai. It's the truth, I swear.
Don't you say a word about our captain. We don't know if the poor fellow will live to see morning. They moved him during the night to the chapel at the very top of the Maiden. It seems only God can help him now.
Why did they move your captain to the chapel? All that way up?
So he'd be closer to God. Either the good Lord will help him, or take him to his bosom. The captain's in a really bad way. And our Sawbones is away with Lord von Berghoff.
And can I go there? I really have to talk with Captain Thomas.
Don't fucking annoy me, fella. You got off lightly so far, believe me.
What? You won't even let me pray in the chapel?
We will not. You're not allowed inside at all. And don't let me catch you snooping around there.
What about my things? You took everything away from me.
That's what happens to people in jail. When we set you free, you'll get your stuff back. In the worst case, we might keep something to cover the damages you caused at the wedding. Got it?
Got it. Do you always ring the bells before an execution?
Aye, it's a local custom. They say back in the past, the local lord slept through a scheduled execution, and they had to release the condemned man. Don't worry, that won't happen today.
What happens when I'm done with this?
What do you reckon? You'll get another job, and when there's no more work for you, you can bugger off wherever you like.
That's all?
Aye? What'd you expect? The axe? Lord von Bergov is strict, but he ain't a tyrant. But poaching now, that's another matter.
I'll get to work then.
Good lad. The store's up by the gate to the inner bailey. Orsina the blacksmith is idling around somewhere there. He'll think up some job for you. Or go down to the outer bailey where they're building the scaffold near the gate. They'll be working up there for sure. And no wandering around where you're not allowed. Don't stick your nose inside the castle. Got it?
Yeah. Got it.
Come on. Get moving. Move it! Stop gaping and get hauling.
Mijn carrot, volgens mij door dit kan ook mijn carrying capacity omhoog gaan. Ik hoop dat ik al mijn spullen terugkrijg, want ik heb ze wel gestolen, maar anders moet ik even uitvinden op YouTube waar ik hier kleding kan stelen of zo, of goede stuff. Ik denk het wel sowieso. Is het daar of niet? Want, I don't know. Ik denk dat het daar is, of die plek ernaast, I don't know.
Aye, as far as I know, all the apprentices studied with Master.
Are you sure there won't be trouble from it?
Don't worry, Master.
But Dorcas said dying is a craft, and that's not allowed.
Daughters and niggas. I told you not to talk.
Leuk perks trouwens, of niet? Studyvest is handig. Charisma bij 3%, dat is wel goed. Charisma is altijd handig. Heb ik nog een? Ik vind het vreemd dat zeg maar niet bij deze dingetjes een goud sterretje staat onder, zodat je weet dat je skill points hebt. Je moet dan echt door alles heen kijken. Voordat je iets vindt, zeg maar. Dus dat is wat minder. Doggy. Dit is toch de 4e keer dat ik het doe. Ik weet niet of ik zo op de goede plek heb gezet hoor.
Careful!
Bro, jij draait opeens rond. Oké, ik ga dit ook wel opzoeken, want ik kan het niet voor elkaar krijgen. Ik heb ze echt totaal niet naar de verkeerde plek gebracht. Laat me liggen daar, ik heb geen zin, anders is het veel te verlopen. Daarom ik vind het vervelend dat we geen minimap in deze game hebben, want dan weet ik echt niet waar ik heen moet. Want ik dacht dat C daar was, maar C is gewoon helemaal hierboven. Wel fijn. Kan ook niet meer typen. Had het wel uitgelegd waar het was, maar ik heb niet echt geluisterd. Maar deze game had wel misschien een minimap nodig. Dat zou wel handig zijn geweest. Ik snap dat het niet echt immersive was. Immersive is, maar het is wel handig. Een klein minimapje. Daar kan je zelf aan of uitzetten. Of die gewoon alleen iets laat zien tijdens missies of zo, weet ik veel. Want zeg maar dat kompas boven is niet echt heel duidelijk of zo. Je moet ook heel goed luisteren. Ja, dat had ik niet gedaan.
Lots of guests. Not enough pretty girls for my liking. It's a lot better here in Trotsky.
Let's hope the bride doesn't hear
Well,
you.
best to drop it. Unlike my opinion about their majesty, someone might really take an interest in your opinion about the Chamberlain. You're not wrong there.
Ik krijg bijna mijn vinger. Oh, ze moet op het houtplankje. Ik kan ook niet cheaten en eentje van deze pakken. Nee, die zijn niet interactive.
Why do you think Ben's wedding like?
It was nice.
Die guard spande net in. Dat is wel goed. Oeh, kijk dat uitzicht. Wauw. Nice. Dat is pretty. Hoe lang zijn we? Oh, we zijn al een uur bezig, mensen. Oh, die net. Moet je zeggen, ik vind de story wel leuk. En de side missies van de story. Maar die sidequest ging ik echt niet meer doen, sorry hoor. Ik ben er nu al 30 uur in. Ik wil hem ook een keertje afronden, moet ik zeggen. Ik ga rond mijn verjaardag ga ik een flying simulator zetten op, althans een joystick en zo'n throttle en van die pedaaltjes kopen. Daar heb ik voor gespaard. En dan gaan we flying simulator doen. 2025. Ik hoop dat de meeste bugs er dan al uit zijn gehaald, maar I don't think so.
That's that.
And he didn't know.
I finished hauling the sacks. What now?
How should I know? They told me to think up some job for you, so you wouldn't be idle. So if you want to pass the time, go ahead, but do it sensibly.
Well, I'd say there's plenty of work to do around here. I'll gladly help you with something.
Aye, but I've only got work in the forge, and that ain't for everyone. I'm a respected tradesman here, understand?
I'm a blacksmith too, even if I don't look the part right now.
Oh, really?
Aye. My pa was a blacksmith, a respected one.
Then you might actually be some use to me. At least I wouldn't have to work my fingers to the bone all the time. I'll tell you what, go to the forge. The fire's gone cold. I haven't had much time for, well, the trade. So fire it up and make some horseshoes for Kabat. He's our groom. Always bothering me that you don't have shoes for the horses. And there's only one nag stabled here now that his lordship's away with his men.
All right. How many should I make?
How many legs does a horse have?
4.
Smart lad. We've got one horse. That's 4 times 1. But Kabat's already got 3. So that's 4 minus 3, which is...
1. All right.
You'll find everything you need in the trunk in the forge. It's there, past the gate.
All right. But I was told not to go there.
And now I'm telling you to go. And when it's done, bring it to me to check so you don't make me look bad. Off you go. Lads, This here itinerary.
What was Lord Semmy's wedding like?
It was nice.
Damn. Certainly pretty, people. Certainly pretty. Oké, waar de flip moet ik nu weer heen? Nee, daar in ieder geval niet. Misschien daar beneden. Wacht, dan moet ik weer hier naar beneden. Dang. Je zit net niet hier.
I'm sorry.
The first bell. Another 11 to go.
What am I to do with this? You shouldn't be bothering us here. That's right. Well, if anything's gone missing here, then you're in for it. It's completely useless. Fuck.
Waar de fuck moet ik heen, bro? Ik moet naar F? Waarom ben ik bij E? Doe E zo wel. Ik wil naar F. Weet ik veel. Going to F. Dun, dun, dun.
Have you seen Arizini squad? Take him to your bosom.
That miserable blacksmith. Where is he now? That miserable blacksmith. Where is he now? Where's that fool of a blacksmith? Crucifix. Where's that blacksmith?
Your only begotten Son took upon himself our wrongs and showed us the power of enduring pain before him. Look down upon our Captain Thomas, the Father's name, on all his sons, and heal the pain and other afflictions.
Crucifix.
Let them know
Where's
they
that
are not
blacksmith?
alone in their afflictions, but that Christ is forever upon us.
dacht al dat ik deze moest doen. Roteren.
The second toll for Hans.
Damn wretch. Damn wretch.
Well, I'm about half done.
That miserable blacksmith. Where is he now?
Upon himself our wrongdoing, and showed us the power of enduring pain before down on our backs and tails, with his father's name. On all
Crucifix. There's that blacksmith.
It's almost finished.
That miserable blacksmith. Where is he now?
Halleluja. Oké. Ik haat horseshoes, want het is heel moeilijk om goed hoe heet het? Te slaan. Let's see how we did. Water staat in de fik. Ja.
Where's that fool of a blacksmith?
Exit.
About that horseshoe.
Well, did you get it done?
Yeah. Here.
Well, what are you standing around here for? I told you to take it to Kabat.
No. You told me to bring it and show it to you.
You're a smart one, eh? Well, now I'm telling you to go to Kabat with it. He's our groom. Most likely he'll be idling by the upper stables, the grouch. Just between the two of us, he's a very unpleasant fella. Unlike me.
I can't wait.
I'm sorry.
It was nice.
I brought you those horseshoes. I mean, horseshoe.
That took long enough. I've only got one horse here and I've got nothing to shoe him with. And you know who gets in the shit over it?
You?
Exactly. Mistakes are punished here. So either I'd end up reduced to beggary, or I'd have to go back to what I was doing before. And I wouldn't like that.
What did you do before?
You're a bit inquisitive, ain't you?
Well, I get the feeling you're actually proud of it.
Let's just say I haven't always made an honest living. Is that enough for you?
Sure. I wouldn't want to be rude.
Very wise.
Do I get something for those horseshoes?
Hey, I've no time for jokes. I've only got one horse here, but even so.
What did you do before?
You're a bit inquisitive, ain't you?
Well, I get the feeling you're actually... Not quite. I'd also like to know if you've still got any tools.
I might be able to find something, but I'll tell you, it won't come cheap.
Isn't there maybe something I could do for you in exchange?
Well, since you're offering, I lost something playing dice and I'd like to have it back. A very nice turquoise rosary.
Who did you lose it to?
Father Nicodemus. That priest rolls dice like the devil himself was guiding his hand.
Don't worry. I'll get it for you.
But with no trouble, all right?
Naturally.
It was nice.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
It seems like you'd be glad to have someone to play with.
Alea Yactan honest, my friend. The die has not been cast, and that grieves me. No one wants to play with me, so I'll be quite glad if you join me. And for what shall we play? You don't look too well off.
I heard you have a certain turquoise rosary.
Aye, it belonged to Kabat, although belonged is a strong word.
How do you mean?
Kabat is known for having some peculiar things in his property, if you grasp my meaning.
Let's play for it then.
Certainly, why not? As long as you put up a decent wager against it.
Maybe we better leave it for now. I don't have very much coin at the moment.
As you wish, friend. But if you should change your mind, I'll be glad to play.
Do you know where Captain Thomas is? I heard he was in a bad way.
It's true, son. It doesn't look good for him. Why do you ask?
I'd like to pray with him.
A kind thought, but you can't get to Thomas. I had him moved during the night up to the chapel in the Maiden.
Why can't I get there?
You know, the castle chapel is an important place. Only Lord von Berghoff, his kin, and a few others are allowed there.
Like you, for instance?
Naturally. It's certainly good of you to want to pray for Thomas, but you can do that anywhere without having to disturb him.
Why did you take him to the chapel?
The surgeon is away with Lord von Berghoff, and Thomas has got considerably worse. I don't like to say it, but there's nothing left but to pray for a miracle.
Uh-huh. I'll be going then.
Go, and don't forget about that prayer.
The third toll. I better get moving.
Ik denk dat ik gewoon B moet doen, want ik kan ook niks vinden bij E. Maar hoezo is dat optioneel?
God be with you, my friend.
Ik ga even nog een keer H proberen. Maar anders moet ik dat na B doen.
What if my soul is burdened with sin? Is there a way to cleanse it?
Of course, son. You can redeem yourself with an indulgence, or take the path of repentance and atone for your sins with a pilgrimage. It will improve your reputation with people, but beware. Making a pilgrimage does not erase your crimes in the eyes of the law, nor does it release you from paying a fine. And you, if I'm not mistaken, have a few, similar concerns. Come find me when you have atoned for your worldly sins.
So, are you still looking for someone to play against?
Indeed.
Do you still have that... Hang on. You're saying you don't mind holding on to a stolen item?
And who should I give it back to? I doubt Kabat will tell me who he took it from. Besides, you've got to admit a rosary belongs in the hands of a servant of the Lord. It's safe with me. Once its owner turns up, I'll gladly give it back to him.
Or lose it in a game of dice? I wouldn't say it's very safe in your hands.
I'm a priest, not a saint. So what of it?
Let's play for it then.
So, as you...
So, are you still looking...
Indeed.
Do you still...
I do.
Let's...
Sir, as you...
Just a bit more.
Easy now! I surrender!
You can't say you weren't. You're...
Look, can you keep a secret?
What are you talking about? What secret?
Look, we're both men, aren't we?
Where are you going with this? You're testing my patience.
It's like this. Yesterday, I met this pretty girl. She makes yarn. And you know what they say about girls who work with spinning wheels?
No? What?
They're really good in bed.
That's a good one.
Well, this yarn spinner, she was very afraid her mother would find out we planned on meeting. So she gives me these complicated directions on where to meet her. At high noon, I stood at the shadow of the tallest linden tree, and step by step, I set out. Then all of a sudden, I look around and realise I have no idea where I am. The girl's nowhere to be seen, and people are yelling at me. That girl made a right fool of me.
That's what you get for thinking with your prick.
Aye. I've had enough embarrassment for one lifetime. Can't we just let this one slide?
All right then, I'll turn a blind eye. Just this once. Excuse me.
Ik ga het weer opzoeken. Waarom moet ik alles in deze game letterlijk opzoeken? Oh, het is om die berg heen. Oh, oké, dan weet ik waar het is.
What was Lord Senny's wedding like?
Oké,
Amen.
Guard?
Must you interrupt me at my prayers? If it's arms you want, go to the kitchen.
Sorry to bother you, but I heard you praying. I need to get to your captain.
You know Thomas? Where from?
Well, that's a really long story, but I heard what happened to him, and I need to talk to him.
Talk? What do you expect to hear from him? But it's all the same. Thomas is lying in a fever upstairs in the Maiden. It don't look good for him. Them bastards cut him up good, the poor fella. And if that wasn't enough, they stole his rosary too. Barbarians.
I heard that that priest of yours has the rosary.
Nicodemus?
Yeah. I heard he won it from Kabat at Dice.
That sounds like him all right. Booze and dice. And consorting with that thief Cabot too.
Well, I suppose he should give it back, right?
He certainly should.
Should I deal with that?
No, no. I'll sort it out with him myself. But you did the right thing. Maybe that rosary turning up was a sign from above. Wouldn't you like to pray by Thomas's bedside?
Could I?
Aye, come with me. I'll take you up to the chapel. Usually it ain't open to, well, folk of your station.
I understand. I'd be glad to go and pray for Thomas.
The Sawbones was a little reluctant when I told him I wanted to carry Thomas upstairs. The wounded are supposed to lie as close to the chapel as possible. Everyone knows that. Years ago, I heard from a man that something similar happened in Strahlenberg during the Margravate Wars. The Burgrave of the castle was seriously wounded. An enemy rider stuck him with a spear like a pig on a spit and pulled him halfway through the woods. No one thought he'd live to see the morning. But the castle chaplain, Petronel by name, ordered that the Burgrave must be close to the Lord when his hour came. There's this really high tower in Strahlenberg. The locals call it of how it seems to get wider near the top. I saw it with my own two eyes on the road to Krakow when I was escorting Lord von Burgo there. When they took the Burgrave up there, spear and all, on Petronel's orders, the next day they were amazed. The Burgrave made a miraculous recovery. They say an angel descended there at night and pulled the spear out of the Burgrave's wound. Ever since then, they keep the spear on display at the castle. I understand the Sawbones. He didn't want to make it tough for Thomas, because climbing up to the Maiden ain't easy. Only the fellas and me figured it was the best thing for him.
Ik moest echt een tutorial kijken over hoe ik dit doe. En ik krijg de hele tijd reputation loss, reputation erbij, dus het maakt niet zo heel veel uit. En ik krijg ook altijd meldingen, you're in private property, terwijl ik gewoon in de gevangenis zit.
The fourth bell.
Ik ben er al, ik ben er al. Jezus, wat een trappen, man. Holy shit.
Ugh, what's that stench? You ought to be ashamed.
Yo. Woef. Ja, een beetje blurry de trees, maar het is fijn. Bro, nog meer omhoog. What the fudge.
Greetings, Adela. How's he doing?
Still the same. In a fever.
Thomas's rosary turned up, so I brought it to him. This wayfarer here found it, and he'd like to pray with Thomas, if you don't mind.
I don't mind.
All right. I'll be going then. Stay strong.
On the right, Yannick.
Pardon me for disturbing you, miss.
If you want to pray, go somewhere else. The chapel is closed. Unless you're a priest. which I presume you're not.
No, I'm not. My name is Henry.
I'm Adela, Thomas's sister. What is it you want, Henry?
I need to talk to your brother.
No chance of that. He's been lying in a fever for 3 days, and the surgeon is away with Sir Otto. Unless he returns soon, Thomas won't be talking to anyone ever again.
Oh, Christ. But this is a matter of life and death. Thomas is the only one who can testify to what happened.
Yes! It's a matter of life and death for my brother. I want him to rest. Besides which, he's delirious and can't tell you anything.
Maybe I could help somehow?
The only one who can help now is the priest. And I don't want to sound gloomy, but all he can do is pray too. Just the same as me.
Where's the physician?
He's with Lord von Berghoff. When Thomas started to get feverish, he left some concoction for him. He was only meant to be gone for a while. But it seems they got stuck somewhere. I don't know. Anyway, the concoction ran out, and we don't have any other physician here.
I actually know a bit about medicine.
Really? You don't really look the part.
All you have to do is tell me what's in it.
If I knew that, I'd have brewed it myself. Not even our surgeon knows. He does everything according to his books. He uses some medical manuscript, whether he's treating people or livestock.
And where is this book?
How should I know? Probably in his chambers, in the Crone.
I'll have a look there then.
But no one is allowed there.
I'll figure it out somehow.
Why do you want to help us?
Well, unless Thomas recovers and testifies that me and my friend are messengers from Rattay, then my friend will be executed.
You mean that poacher who's to be hanged?
He's a noble. Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. The whole thing is one big misunderstanding. And only Thomas can sort it out.
I'm a bit bewildered by all this. But all right.
The main thing is, I want Thomas to live too.
Yes, you're right.
I'll get going then. I don't have much time, and neither does Thomas.
Go. And thank you.
Dat is verkeerd. Oh, ik moest hier naar beneden. Hier weer naar beneden.
The bell's ringing for hands the 5th time. I suppose you're waiting here for a bite to eat.
Damn right. Like, I know they're preparing a banquet for his nibs, but they could have left one cook here. Or at least a bit of gruel, for Christ's sake.
I can see if I've got anything to eat on me.
Hey, I need some decent grub, not some mouldy bread.
I've got something for you.
You said that last time. Thanks. Well, at least I won't starve.
You're welcome. Enjoy it.
Ik kom zo weer terug, mensen. Tjus. Eigenlijk vind ik het wel goed voor vandaag. Tot de volgende keer, tot de volgende aflevering. En dan doen we deze sidequest af.